everybody, Michelle from Creative Operation, and I wanted to share with you a project that I made using your Creative Studios March box that I had received. I've done a unboxing video, so I showed you all of the things, and then I just wanted to show you what I created. I spent today kind of playing with some giant tags that I had in my stash. These were, I'm trying to find the package for you. These were from Delusions, and I got them a long time ago in Tuesday morning. And they're giant. They're number 12 tags, and they were they're 5 1/8 inches by 10 1/2, and they were huge. And so I had 3 left in that package, and I decided to create this kind of tag booklet. It can be an album, it could be an insert into a junk journal, all kinds of things. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I did and talk you through how I did it. So I did use a variety of the pieces from the collection that I got in the March box from your Creative Studio, and then I added a few things from my stash that I thought fit perfectly with it. So it's a bee-themed paper collection. So I did use a lot of the papers in this to cover the tags. So again, the tags were huge. They were like 5 1/8 by, what did I say, 10 1/2. So I ended up taking this base right here, and I scored it at 9 and folded it up and made a pocket. You'll see that in a second. Then I took a second tag and I folded it so that it would fold to the back. Now you can't see that yet because I took a third piece and then I scored it at 1 1/2, and then I glued it to the top of the back of the tag to create a flip. So when we get all done with it, what's going to happen is that I opened it up like this. So we have the bottom tag, where on the back, I'll show you, I glued it to make a pocket. This is the base tag. I scored it on the bottom at 1 1/2 inches, and then I folded it up and just glued it to make a simple pocket. Again, I used a lot of the papers in the collection. I did use my Deco Edge ruler to rip edges, and I used some Tim Holtz Distress ink to go ahead and ink it. So I did use some Tim Holtz word phrases as well throughout this, and these were from my stash. This little Be Happy sticker here from my from the kit. Some seam binding here. So if we start at the beginning, the rice papers, and then some other papers here I'll show you. This big flower I had in my stash forever. I made this like I don't even know how many years ago from a Creative Keepsakes convention that I went to, and it was a make and take on how to make these flowers. Do you guys remember those giant gloobers that were the huge glue dots, and you take crepe paper and kind of wind it around and make this flower? Well, that's what I did. This is a button that was in the middle of it. I've had this flower forever. It fit perfect with this paper theme. So then I added some flowers that I had from Michael's, and then I added this charm that I got from a local craft store here. These leaves are from 7 Gypsies. You guys remember that company? Had these in my stash forever and ever and ever. This little butterfly here is one of the little sticker pieces that came in the paper collection. Okay, so I just covered the tag after I put this all together, and then you open it up, and then you have this beautiful page here, and I didn't really want to cover up the bee and the honey pot. I just thought it was super pretty. So again, I pieced papers together by ripping, you know, and then layering them. And then here, so this is the original tag that I started with, and then I folded up and created the pocket. On the pocket, to close it, I wrapped the washi tape that came in the kit just around the pocket to close it. So it's not really so much glued as it is washi taped around. And then these are little labels that came in the paper collection as well, in the kit. This is one of the stickers as well. So the card that always comes in the kits, I added that in there. This is a little yellow tag that fit perfectly. I'm just going to leave that blank for journaling purposes. And then I have this tag here, and this is another, this is a tag pad that I've had from Prima forever, and I've been using it. And I love the fact that it has like the front of it has all the journaling and bits on it. So then I got out my stamp. So I went and I had to buy new ink because mine was completely dried up. I mean, that's how little I stamp. And so then I used the stamps in the corners and then here kind of off the side of the page, and thought that added a lot to the front of the tag. Up here, what I did was, this was the bookmark that came in the collection, and I was trying to figure out how to use it in this particular project. So I just took it apart and then added a little bulb pin here to the seam binding, and then I just used the charms on that. So I thought that was kind of pretty. Then on the back, I took some of the paper and I just put over the back because the back is blank. And I did set an eyelet and add some seam binding. So that's what's in there. So once I made the base tag, then I took this tag and I folded it, and then it wraps around that, and I glued it to create a pocket. I did do an angle cut, and I did add some more of the papers. And then out of a piece of pattern paper, paper that I backed on cardstock, I should say, from my scraps, I put this little piece here, added that sticker, and then in that little pocket here, these were images from a little tag pad that came in the paper collection. So I kind of just put them on some cardstock, ripped the edges with my ruler, and then inked them, and then I made kind of like almost like faux stamps or whatever to put in there. And then this was a tag that I had in my collection for a long time, and I figured with the honey pot and stuff it kind of fit. I did leave it blank so you could put journaling or pictures on there, but I thought that was kind of cute just tucked in there. This was another spare tag that I had in my pack. And this was another one of the paper pieces that I had in the paper collection that was sent in that box. So I just kind of took a couple of the tags and ripped them, inked them, and then layered them on a piece of cardstock, and then put that on this tag and left the back blank. So that tucks into this pocket. So the third tag that I had, I just tied up, or I scored it at 1.5 inches, and I glued it up at the top, so it just creates the flip. And then added some more flowers here, another little sticker that says beautiful. Here's another one of the Be Happy stickers. And then here's some of those stickers that came in the collection. And they're not so much stickers as they are images that are, I don't know what they are, but they're on the plastic in the kit. Let me show you. They're on a plastic, and they are not literally, they're literally not stickers. You have to cut them out. I'm looked it up. I couldn't find videos on like how to actually use these, but when I saw a picture of them, I kind of zoomed in, and that's what it appeared, is that you have to basically cut them out of, you know, on this, it's on clear plastic, so you just cut the image out that you want. And then I used some art glitter glue to glue them down, but they still look really pretty. I mean, I really like them. So I did that there and there. Again, layered more papers. This, oops, I got to glue that edge down. This is one of the Post-it note pads, papers that came with the kit. So I use that in the corner because I really like the sunflowers. So, yeah, that's what I ended up doing. This is another one of the labels that came in the paper collection here. Just really pretty. You can see behind here, I'll take this tag out. You can see that, I just layered some papers here. Yeah, and then so the seam binding, I left it loose on the back so that you could actually open it, but I did glue it underneath the bottom here, okay? And then it just ties shut. So that's kind of where I'm at with this project. I really like how it turned out. It's super pretty. Just ties shut, and it used 3 of the tags that I had, and basically I just folded them and glued them down strategically to create the pocketed base, this flap here that creates the page, and then underneath the flap creates a pocket. So 3 tags get kind of an interactive piece to put. It can be a standalone journal piece. It could go into a journal. Lot of opportunities with this. This could be used in so many different directions. So I kind of like this design. So if you have any questions, let me know. But again, this is from Your Creative Studio. This is the March subscription box, and it is a bee theme paper that's really, really pretty. And I did use a lot of elements in it to create this. So thanks for watching, and I will be back soon with more tutorials and shares and things. I appreciate all your support, and stay crafty. Bye-bye.